Hey guys, today we're going to make these really cute salt dough giraffes. I'm so excited to show you how to make it. But first, did you know that giraffes are the tallest mammals on Earth? They can run as fast as 35 miles an hour, and they sleep, eat, and even have babies standing up. Oh my goodness. We're going to be using the art element form today. It's a three-dimensional figure or drawing that shows the height, width, and depth of the actual thing or item you are drawing. So today we are making salt dough giraffes, and honestly, I mixed up all the ingredients and didn't realize it wasn't recording. So I used a fourth a cup of salt, a fourth a cup of water, and 3/4 cup of flour. Poured them all in and stirred them really, really good. And then as you can see, I'm taking it out and kneading the dough. It will be, if it gets a little bit sticky, add a little bit more flour. But if it feels a little bit crumbly, add just a teeny bit more water. So now I'm going to have my salt dough and a little dish of water and some acrylic paints that you can find. Those actually came from Dollar General, and or you can use food coloring. Or if you don't have either of those options, you can wait till your salt dough dries and you can paint it or color it and do it that way. So I'm making 3 balls. I'm going to make a very small size salt dough ball, and then I'm going to make a medium size and a large size. Just roll it around in your hands, squish it back and forth. Then I'm going to get the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and I'm going to be mixing them into the dough. So push down a little space, do about 2 drops, and then you're going to squeeze it together. I will warn you, it will get on your hands. It does come off, but if that bothers you, you can put on gloves. And I promise again, I used it this morning and my hands are already clean, so it's okay. You can have a wet paper towel handy though, in case you need to wipe off your hands. I'm going to put a little extra blue in there to lighten it up. So just pinch and twist and pinch and squeeze, and just until you feel like the color is really evenly divided up among the ball of dough. Okay, so I'm going to keep kneading. Any little pieces that fall off, you can kind of just stick the dough ball to it. Then I'm going to wash my hands and move to the red. Same process. Just a little squirt of red, fold it in, and then just keep squeezing and pushing through the dough until it's done. And again, it's messy, but that's okay. It washes. I'm just going to keep squeezing, keep squeezing. If you don't feel the color is dark enough, just simply add some more, add a little at a time until you feel it's right. I'm going to add just a little more. I want a little more color. Okay, if it feels kind of crumbly, it means that your dough is thirsty. Don't try to pour water on it. Just dip your fingers in the water and then knead it a little bit more and ball it up and roll it with the water on your fingers, and that will solve the problem. Okay, and our last one is mixing in some yellow. Yellow is a lighter color, so I'll probably need to add a little as I go. This one's kind of dried out a little bit, so I need to add more water to my hands. Nope, just a little more, just squeezy, squeezy. Get in there. All right, fold it in, roll it up, squeeze it up. Now it's good. Okay. Try some food coloring. It's a little bit stronger, I think, than that paint. So now I've gotten some cardboard. This just came from a cereal box. Any piece of cardboard will work for this. We really want to make sure we get the giraffe's neck and the start of the head thick. So you just lay your arm diagonally from one corner to the middle and outline it so that you can make the neck large enough. Then I'm going to do a curved sad mouth and a curved happy mouth, and then 2 wiggly upside down U's, a little backward C curve, and then another sad mouth, happy mouth curve. Fill those in. Then I'm going to do like a big U shape and then another big U shape and kind of bring it up to the middle and down. So we kind of darken that little C shape, or excuse me, backward C shape, and then outline the U shape at the bottom and then the neck in the back. Now we're going to start to take pieces of the yellow and fill in what we've drawn with the dough. So roll into the ball and then press it out gently, but get enough of it even around that area. If it gets a little cracked, it means it's thirsty. So get some water on your fingers and then just rub it over the areas that seem dry. It's okay if a little water gets on your cardboard. It will dry just fine. Okay, I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna roll it into a ball. And I'm gonna set that aside for later use for that. Now I'm gonna start kind of rolling them into some coil. It helps me spread out the dough faster and fill in the areas so much faster. It's getting a little dry, so I'm gonna roll my fingers over it with some water and then just keep pressing it out, filling in as much of the area as you can without the dough separating. You don't want to have a hole in it. So I'm just going to keep going through and pressing it out, smoothing it out. And again, pull a piece off, roll it up. And then we're going to kind of squeeze it, pinch it at the top and keep it round at the bottom and fill it in where the ear has been drawn. And then kind of press down on it to where it meets the part of the dough that you've already filled in for some of the face. Pinch the top a little bit, round the bottom, and then press it down into the ear. All right, so let's finish up. I think I'm gonna run out before all the neck is done, but that's okay. I've got other plans. So roll it into a coil again. Just a long, like little worm, like shape, and then you're just going to keep going in and pressing in and squeezing and filling in all the parts of the head that you can until it meets your outline. If it doesn't quite make it to the outline, that's okay. You're going to color over it, but it just helps you guide. It helps guide the dough for the shape that you want. Okay, so I'm going to keep pushing and squeezing down and filling it in. All right, so as you can see, I'm coming up a little short on the yellow. Note to self and note to you, you don't need that much red. So actually do 2 small size salt dough ball shapes and more of the yellow. If you are watching this before doing it, I learned that myself, but that's okay. You'll see how I solved that problem. Okay, now that we got the giraffe's face all filled in, we want to use our knowledge of mixing primary colors to make secondary colors. So I'm going to get a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red and roll them into a coil. It has little long strips of clay. Then I want to twist them together and then squeeze and twist and squeeze and twist. It's a little dry, get some water on your fingers. And as I knead them together, look what color I'm getting when I mix orange. Excuse me. Well, I just told you I'm mixing the red and the yellow. I'm getting the secondary color orange. Oh, that's a beautiful shade of orange. See the comparison? I'm going to split that in half and I'm going to use these for his horns. So again, just like we do with the face, fill it in, press it down, and do it again. Good. Now, these are also, the same process is going to be what we use to make his spots. So we're going to get some red and some yellow, roll it into a coil. Oop, this little red has been kind of dry for me. Okay, twist and squeeze. Twist and squeeze, twist and squeeze. Now we're going to pinch off little small pieces of it, roll into a ball, and then press it down into the face. And then you want to make kind of it's like an in-between of an oval and a circle, or a kind of rounded looking square, and do different sizes. Now I've got all the spots put on, different shapes and sizes, as I mentioned, and I now want to make the inside coloring of the ear. So I'm just going to do a little pinch at the top, kind of round it at the bottom, and then set it on top and press it into the ear. A little water on the fingers again, kind of squeeze and press it down. Good. Now what we want to do is make the eyes. So we're going to use the blue for that. Kind of have to moisten it a little bit. It's been sitting there for a while, getting kind of dry. There's a couple different ways I'm going to show you to do the eyes. It's a little tricky with the salt dough, so I am going to make the eyes look like he's sleeping, or maybe just has his eyes closed, daydreaming, or listening to a nice song. There's lots of things that he could be doing. So there's one. It's a little thick. Let's fix it. Yeah. There we go. Do I want a circular shape? That's an option if you like that. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna go with. If I had some white, I'd put a little white dot in the center and it'd be great, but I don't have any white. So I think I'm just gonna pinch it back down like he's got his eyes closed and just enjoying the moment. Nice and positioned perfect. Now, one option I'll show you is if you did the circle, you can do a coil that would go around it in the circular or oval shape of an eye. So let me try to do that. The salt dough it's either too wet or too dry. So sometimes when you're trying to do small details like that, but I just did a little upside down U shape over it, and it looks like his eye is open. So that's another option. It looks like he's winking at you. Hey there, kiddo. So let's see here. Let's see if we want to try a mouth like he's smiling. I don't know how it's going to look. No. No. Nah. That's okay. I just want to try it. I think I'm just going to make both of his eyes look like he's sleeping, or dreaming, or thinking, or resting. All right, so now we've got the space down here at the bottom of the neck to fill in. So I'm going to make some hearts with my leftover salt dough. So I'm just going to kind of push my finger into the top middle, squeeze it, round it, and squeeze a point at the bottom, and then attach it to the bottom of the giraffe. Perfect. Get some red and do the same. Squeezing and pinching and rolling. Also, you can mix together blue and red and get the secondary color, purple. This isn't a nice bright purple though, like my other primary colors were, but that's okay. I just wanted to experiment, and that's fine. I'm still going to include it in my artwork. I'll put a little more blue in it, see if it makes the purple a little bit more vibrant. No, it kind of looks like gray. That's okay. We won't leave him out. We'll just go ahead and make our little heart shape here. Attach it to the bottom. Boom. Nice. Let's get some red in there to kind of brighten up that area. Okay, and I'm just going to continue on filling in this area with hearts. Oh, I did a little close there. The purple, it's kind of, and the blue is kind of hard to get my fingers in. That's okay. I'll put some more blue down there. Let's just use up the rest. Boop, boop, boop. Right now you can get out crayons or markers. If you want to wait until the salt dough has dried, you can. I just carefully went around mine with some green and colored the whole thing. Be careful when you get close to the salt dough. Okay, guys, so here's my super cute and oh so sleepy giraffe. I'm super excited about how it turned out. All I did was just color it with green and add some hearts in the background. I hope you enjoyed the lesson.